From time to time, I'm thinking, you people need to listen up. I mean, I'm over 50, and, your body starts wearing down. But Balanced Nature has literally changed my life. It really has.
Get a wide variety of all your daily recommended servings of whole fruits and vegetables without having to leave your home. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code USA.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Some herbs and veggies you can grow even when it snows. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
For generations, we've worked the land. We've faced hardships and uncertainty before, but you can depend on Florida's farmers. We will continue to rise before dawn and harvest our crops, ensuring that Florida-grown fruits and vegetables are in your stores and that your family is fed. We are providers for our families and yours. We're Florida's farmers, and we're in this together.
Can we bring it back, Doctor?
Yes, but we have to keep it covered, Igor.
Understood, Doctor.
And be sure to keep living roots in it throughout the year with diverse plants and rotations. And remember, do not disturb it.
Are you mad, Doctor?
No, just a little upset. I don't like to see soil treated like dirt.
Learn more about the basics and benefits of soil health. Contact your local USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service office today.
Sure, many of us have grown cold-tolerant veggies in our gardens, but snow-tolerant veggies are on another level. For anyone living in climates with sub-freezing temperatures for several months out of the year, it means a shorter growing season. But it is possible to grow food that can withstand a fair bit of snow. Some cold weather favorite veggies and herbs include Brussels sprouts, kale, cabbage, arugula, celeriac, beets, carrots, horseradish, leeks, parsley, rosemary, and winter savory. It's best to plant some of these snow-savvy species as soon as the ground thaws and keep tender veggies growing as long as possible. Why? Because weather can be downright dizzying with its fluctuations and lack of predictability. Plant beets and kale in springtime in the coolest, shadiest spots in your yard. Keep tender greens growing as long as possible in the autumn. Plant as much as you can in all spaces you have available. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on The Source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll have sunshine mixing with some clouds today with a high of 70 to 73, and patchy clouds tonight, low 47 to 51. Friday will be partly sunny, high tomorrow 71 to 75. Then Saturday and Sunday both will be partly cloudy, high Saturday 76 to 78, Sunday 79 to 83. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Merry Christmas from the Pack Mail Store. Thank you for all of your business in 2020. At Pack Mail, we pack, ship, freight, and crate, a family-owned business since 2007.
It's that time of year again. You found that perfect gift. Now how to ship it? Well, Just Ship is the answer. Just Ship has a flat rate for pack and ship and curbside pickup with convenient weekend hours. Plus, even gift wrapping is available. Right now until December 16th, Just Ship will have free pickup or 15% off your total shipping cost. Shop small, ship small. Just Ship is located across from Yandles Building Supply on North Magnolia. Call them at 352-234-3840.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to hour number 3 of Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz on a Thursday morning, a warmer Thursday morning than it was yesterday morning on Wednesday morning. The official temperature at 10:06 a.m. in the morning, let me pull it up here at weather.com, is a balmy 55 degrees with the sun high in the sky. Headed to 70 degrees before the day is over is our high, according to weather.com. Hey, it's been a bad month. let's be honest. From mid-November to right now, it's not been good in Ocala with the shootings that have happened. Past month, there's been multiple shootings, 2 deaths. A man was shot at a home in West Ocala earlier this month where he was shot in the upper body. A 15-year-old boy was shot and killed on Sunday at Sutton Place Apartments. We've talked about that. We also told you about about 3 weeks ago, the shooting at the Paddock, right here at the Paddock Mall in the parking lot the week of Thanksgiving where a teenage boy was shot in the leg. Well, now there's been another shooting, but no one, thankfully, was injured in this shooting. It was in northwest Ocala, and police are searching for 2 shooters who shot at each other after an altercation in the parking lot of a local restaurant. Officers were told a man in a parked vehicle got out and returned fire on an occupant traveling in a vehicle who first opened fire on him. They both left the area before officers could arrive. There's a surprise. 2 women arrived in the car, parked at Manhattan Subs on Northwest 10th Street. They got out and entered the eatery. A vehicle coming from Northwest 14th Avenue and 10th Street approached. An occupant fired shots at the parked vehicle. A man got out of the parked vehicle, fired shots at the person firing at him. No one was injured. The building and parked vehicles were hit by gunfire. Hours later, officers patrolling Lillian Bryant Park spotted the vehicle that was involved in the restaurant shooting. The vehicle sped away and was later found at the park unoccupied. The officers need your help. Anyone with any information about Tuesday's shootings or any of the shootings that we talked about can contact the Ocala Police Department at 369-7000 or Crime Stoppers at 368-7867 if you want to stay anonymous. Once again, if you have any information, contact the Ocala Police Department, 369-7000 or Crime Stoppers at 368-7867. So here's 4 shootings in the past month. The police are diligently working to find the perpetrators of all of them. 2 deaths, multiple people injured. And all I want to know is where's the outrage and where's the peaceful protest about these lives? I'll wait. No, really, I'll wait. What? No, I'll wait. I'll wait to hear where the protests are coming from. Hold on, I'll wait. We'll just have a bunch of dead air if I wait for that to happen, is what I'm trying to explain to you. It's senseless that we have this many shootings. I don't know where people lost the respect of life. And that's what this is. It's a loss of a respect for life because a bullet is fatal. Someone using an implement of death, like a car running up on a sidewalk or a knife or a gun, it takes a person making a conscious decision to try to kill somebody and take a life. I just don't understand where we lost the respect for life that we will use a car or a knife or a gun and take somebody's life. I mean, maybe somebody has an answer. I don't know. 622-9622 is the number to call if you have thoughts on this. And this isn't happening in a big metropolitan area, folks. We like to say Ocala's growing, and it is. And along with growth comes crime. I understand that's part and parcel with it. But we go through these periods of time where shootings increase in our city. And the fact that one of the shootings was a 15-year-old that lost his life and a 14-year-old first thought is, I got to get the gun so they don't know the 15-year-old victim had a gun on him. Not, hey, my friend's dying. Not, oh, my God, who just shot at us? His first thought was, got to get the gun so nobody knows we got one. I just don't understand where the lack of respect for human life has gone. Maybe I'm just too dumb to understand. Maybe I'm missing something that's so obvious and I can't see it. But the fact that so many people think shooting, using a gun to advance your thoughts and your arguments over somebody else, I just don't get that rationale. And my good friend Murph walking by the window there. Got some of the best seafood in town. Murph, good guy. Ah, there he is. There's Murph. He's got his Gator shirt on and everything. Murph, good morning to you, buddy. Good. Murph's got his mask on, headed into the mall. I just don't understand the senselessness of your first reaction is to take a gun and shoot at somebody. Now, I've said numerous times on the show that that's why I don't own a gun, because my dumb rear end would actually shoot somebody. So the best thing for me to do is not to have a gun, because I would get angry. And maybe that's it. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe people just get angry and the blind anger, and then afterwards they're remorseful. Of course, if that was the case, wouldn't they turn themselves in then? Where does it stop, though? A 15-year-old is dead. A 14-year-old facing felony charges for tampering with evidence in the shooting at Sutton Place. Now you got two people at a restaurant on Northwest 10th Street that's got patrons in it and full of people with no regard for the bystanders. One car drives by, shoots at another car. Then somebody gets out of that car and opens fire on the car driving away. How many stray bullets could have killed somebody or injured? Thankfully, no one was injured in this Northwest Ocala shooting that took place yesterday. But how many people were in danger that had nothing to do with what the two people were arguing about? And no regard for all the people's lives they put in danger. I guess that's where I don't get. I'm missing something there. The fact that you will open fire on each other in a crowded parking lot at a restaurant with traffic going by. Because if you know anything about that restaurant, it sits right on 40. Right on the corner there on 40, and cars passing by and everything. So there's a big chance that people could get hit in the crossfire. I just don't understand the thought process. Hi, caller. Who's this?
Yeah, I have thought, the John Donne quote, each person's death diminishes us, no man is an island. That applies to this situation, I believe.
100%. Thanks for the call, Jim.
All right, have a good day.
It does. Each death diminishes us as a society and a community and a society, whether you know the person or not. And the fact that these two shooters, who have not been found yet, just thought, no big deal, we'll just open fire on each other with no regards to the people around them. I don't get it. Where's the outrage? Where's the protest of that? What happens if a car driving by has a little baby in their baby seat back there? One of the stray bullets goes through the back door, kills the baby. Thankfully, thank goodness that didn't happen yesterday. No one was injured. Police still searching for the suspects, but it's a very real possibility. Right here in Ocala. This isn't the mean streets of New York City. This isn't Compton, California. This isn't Houston, Texas, Chicago, Illinois. It's the mean streets of Ocala, Florida. And the community knows who did it. The community of West Ocala, somebody knows who those shooters are. Well, the police are asking anyone with information about the shooting that took place Tuesday at the Manhattan Subs on Northwest 10th Street. Contact the Ocala Police Department at 369-7000, or you can remain anonymous by reaching out to Crime Stoppers at 368-7867. Once again, the Ocala Police Department, 369-7000, or you can remain anonymous by reaching out to Crime Stoppers at 368-7867. We'll take a break. We'll come back after this. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. It's Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz on The Source.
75 is Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
I'm Jan from Palm Garden. Christmas in 2020 sure looks different than it has in years past.
I'm Crystal, and it's fair to say this year has been like no other for the healthcare and the whole community.
We want to thank our frontline staff who continue to care for our residents every day.
And thanks to the family members who have been unable to visit for so long.
We wish each and every one of you a blessed holiday season. Merry Christmas from Palm Garden.
On this episode of What Not to Do, brought to you by
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
Why is there a helicopter in the yard?
Never mind that. We have bigger issues.
Really? Bigger than a helicopter?
Your parents are going to be here for the big dinner, and the garbage disposal is making some crazy noise, and it wasn't Christmas music.
Well, maybe you should have thought about that before you tried shoving an entire sack of potatoes down the disposal.
It wasn't the entire sack, just most of it.
Now's not the time for more jokes, Mr. Funny Man.
Well, I did try to fix it, but...
Do you have to do this every holiday?
No, I did skip Easter.
What did we agree the rules are?
No more circus animals in the house.
No, not that one.
Oh, if water runs through it, call Mike Scott Plumbing.
Because they don't charge extra for nights, weekends, or holidays. So put down the blowtorch and pick up the phone.
Yes, dear. 866-314-4443.
And why is there a helicopter in the yard?
Oh, that? Black Friday sale.
Happy holidays from all of us here at Mike Scott Plumbing.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Hey guys, all right. Let's talk about something that ain't dangerous. How about this? Some things may be a little strange for us, but listen to this.
Yeah, we could start a new direction, affecting the future ahead. Spreading smiles for miles, a new kind of trend.
Want a new style? How about this? Let's talk about something that's courageous. How about this?
Let's talk about something that's outrageous.
Put this at the top of your list.
Yeah, we can start a
New direction, affecting the future ahead. Spreading smiles for miles, a new kind of trend. Want a new style? Hey.
How about this?
Come on, hit me up with the pickup, y'all.
If you're stuck and gonna sit at home,
live it up, live it up, live it up for me.
You're not alone. We can live this world on warranty. Pick it up, just pick it up. Take this shot with me. Spread a smile, not something else. 'Cause this world is really needing your help. Spread a smile and nothing more. And we'll show this world it can be restored. Live it up with me. We can live this world while quarantined. Pick it up, just pick it up.
Take this shot with me, yeah. Spread a smile, not something else. 'Cause this world is really needing your help. Spread a smile and nothing more. Show this world it can be restored. Spread a smile, stay well, stay strong. Keep moving on, keep moving on.
How about this?
Welcome back to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz. That is a song about, smile. Even if you got the virus going on, there's still plenty in this world to smile about. So smile.
Yeah, it's a little uplifting song. Once in a while, we play it.
Joe Martone in studio with us. I asked Joe to come in because I got a story that's going to aggravate him. But then I'm going to make him happy after the story.
You going to give me ice cream?
Nope.
Going to give me a donut?
Federal officials in a news release have said 50-year-old Miller Wilson Jr. of Spar, Wilson's ex-wife Erica Wilson of Ocala, and the man's daughter Mayosha Wilson of Citra have all been sentenced for a scheme to defraud, commit healthcare and wire fraud involving medical transportation of veterans to the VA. So they have been they've been found to have fraud. We're taking these veterans to the VA. They weren't taking anybody to the VA and getting checks for the transportation.
First of all, how did they get into the system? That's number one.
Yes. Once again, the vetting process of some of these agencies.
Or did they start doing it and then they dropped off?
Or did they start doing it right and said, you know what? We carry 30 people a week to the VA. They won't realize if we write down 35.
We don't know the details.
Right. He's been ordered to, Miller Wilson Jr. has been ordered to serve 18 months in prison for conspiracy to commit health care and wire fraud and solicitation and receipt of health care kickbacks. His ex-wife was sentenced to 5 years of probation for conspiracy to commit health care and wire fraud. And his daughter has been sentenced to 6 months in prison. But once she's released, she's got to serve 30 months of supervised release, which includes 6 months of home confinement because she violated probation she was already on.
Well, there you go.
So some of these decisions people make, and they were defrauding the VA.
Yeah, come on, folks.
The VA's strapped already. I mean, every chance the federal government gets, they go after the Veterans Administration's money to try to balance the budget or whatever.
President Trump has done well.
He's done well. Congress doesn't have a great track record.
And excuse me, but doesn't that give us freedom? All the veterans. I'm beating a dead horse. Yeah,
you are. Hey,
preaching to the choir.
You want some uplifting news about veterans?
Please.
Or active duty?
Okay, that's
last weekend on Sunday, I attended a Toys for Tots event.
Well, that's the Marines
at a local eatery here in town.
My cousins. Yeah.
The Punisher Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club was one of the promoters of this. And
what did they ride?
6x12 trailer.
6 foot by 12 foot trailer. Okay.
Right. Open trailer. So it was piled about 4.5 foot high.
Of?
Toys, bicycles, tricycles.
I love it.
Plus, they raised more money through 50-50 and door prize raffles and everything.
I used to go on motorcycle rides all the time for the kids for Christmas. Oh, I mean, I'm talking 20, 30, 40 mile ride one way.
Right.
And the only thing you had to bring was a toy for a kid or food. Not food. I'm sorry. A present for a kid or money.
Right.
And I used to have teddy bears or whatever was strapped on the back of the motorcycle, and then go there, and then
well, that's what this was. This was a $10 donation or
a gift.
Yeah. And I Because I always, everybody goes and they get the Play-Doh or the coloring books.
No.
You know what my girlfriend and I gave?
What?
2 radio-controlled cars.
That's the way to go.
A artist setup, an artist pack with the pencils.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
For an older child.
Yeah.
And then a little baby with the bottle and the diaper changing and everything for a younger girl that wants to do it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be about $10 per gift.
Well, we spend a little more than that.
A lot of people do. I remember I used to get, they used to cost a little bit more, but it was a teddy bear. Oh, what's that, about a foot and a half high?
Yeah.
But it was a motorcycle teddy bear.
Had the leather on with the hat.
leather and the hat with the goggles and everything. I mean, and that was, I used to bring a couple of those. But then, that's all I used to bring, or money. And then there was this one, there was a couple of them. They would strap on to the back seat of their motorcycle a stuffed bear.
Life size.
Life size. About 6 foot, 5 foot high. Whoa! And I had, let's see, for mine, my helmets, me and my creativeness, I got 2 Santa Claus hats, which made one Santa Claus hat that fit over my helmet.
Right.
And locked on.
Of course.
So it would fly away, and I go down the...
Yeah. Well,
I made 2 of those.
You're the Santa Claus type.
Yeah.
You're the Santa Claus type.
I didn't want to do that. I have a beard, but the beard wouldn't last on the road.
You're a Santa Claus type.
Maybe like in the face.
Speaking of Santa Claus beards, I saw one this year.
Yeah.
It's a Santa Claus beard hooked to a red mask. So you can have your mask on and have the beard at the same time. But I really want to thank the Marine Corps for the sponsor of Toys for Tots.
Yeah, cousins.
And the Punisher Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club that spearheaded this event. Hey, anything that helps children.
You got it.
And the military's involved with, I'm okay with.
Yep. Yeah.
And the Marines do a great job with Toys for Tots.
Oh, yeah.
And
I heard Santa Claus in the mall here?
Yeah, Santa Claus in the mall.
And you can take pictures digitally and make but I think you have to make a reservation.
You do. You got to make reservations. Got to make. I'll have an update on that. We got to take a time out right now.
All right.
You're listening to Ocala Talks, coming to you from the WOCA studios, just outside the Paddock Mall food court, entrance to the Paddock Mall, where you can see Santa Claus right now. Santa Claus in the building. Elvis not in the building, but Santa Claus
in the house.
In the house.
Literally in the house.
In the house. We'll talk to you on the other side of this break. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
From the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pride.
The Justice Department's investigation scrutinizing Hunter Biden's taxes has been examining some of his Chinese business dealings, among other financial transactions. The investigation was launched in 2018 and is aided by a discarded Hunter Biden laptop containing tens of thousands of emails. Some of the emails may implicate President-elect Joe Biden of wrongdoings.
And yet here's the ultimate hypocrisy again. The Democrats have something in their own house that needs to be investigated, and they're all stonewalling right now.
Georgia Senator David Perdue on Fox News. Federal authorities have launched an investigation into the police shootings Monday of 23-year-old Casey Christopher Goodson Jr., who was killed last week when he entered his Columbus, Ohio home with sandwiches for his family. The Columbus Division of Police said Franklin County Sheriff's Deputy Jason Meade was working for the U.S. Marshal Service, helping search for a fugitive when he saw a man with a gun in Columbus. Meade opened fire when the man did not drop his weapon after he was ordered to do so. USA Radio News.
Attention business owners body slammed by overwhelming debt. If your business is in trouble, hassled by creditors, if you're frustrated,